I guess in the beginning of every one of these Stranger movies, you have to kill a random in the very beginning. We don't know who they're killing, really. They just do it. It's sort of like how the beginning of Chapter 1 started, but they obstructed it with a tree. And this time they did it way more horny. They're like, oh man, they all fuck each other. I was cool with it was two girls and one guy. But two guys and one girl? Gross. Man, these cops don't do shit. They're mostly on lunch break. But they're at the diner like, yeah, you hear about the couple yesterday? Well, the girl lived, and those two give a look at each other like, oh, dude, we gotta finish this shit. We fucked up. All right, the waitress is definitely in on it. And come on, cops, don't you got investigate to do? You got one guy who got shot on the porch. That's one homicide. You got a guy got stabbed to death. Guess that's the second one. And you got attempted. And you still got time to go to diners? She's recovering at the hospital, I guess. Yeah, I was like, I thought they would have to get surgery or something. They just stitched her up. She wakes up from the fiance dream and she hears a commotion in the hallway. Like, no, what are you doing here? Stop! Ah! So, I guess you gotta count them. Because it seems like nobody else is working in this, like, emergency room. But it's like a small hick town. I don't know how many people you have working, especially on like the graveyard shift. Yeah, so he's chasing her around the hospital a bit, so we get like a totally like Halloween 2 vibes out of this. But the difference is actually this fool runs. He's not like Michael. I'll slowly walk and I'll eventually catch up with you. But I guess to give her like a bit of a slip, I sprayed him with some liquid nitrogen. Like, girl, you should have just, like, sprayed his ass until it was frozen, then bash his head in. But, you know, she's playing the run and hide game, the cat and mouse game. Yeah, like, she can't even find an empty morgue slot. I go, like, damn, dude, for, like, a hick town, their morgue is sort of full. They got more dead bodies in the morgue than they do, like, employees on the graveyard shift. Come on. Baghead goes in there looking for her, but yeah, he takes his time too. Like, all right, let me make sure she's not on these tables. Like, all right, come on, dude. You could tell if a little short lady's on the slab or some big grown men. But this is a cool little chase scene, you know. I guess there wasn't enough chase scenes in Chapter 1 that people complained about it. So cool that you have a cameo from her fiance. Like, oh, wow, you got to make a body reveal in a cool, neat way. I'm down for it. He's checking all the compartments. He's getting like closer and closer until finally another employee shows up like, hey man, what are you doing here? And this guy has no defense at all. Just sort of like, no! Yeah, one X-Wing and this fool dies. Like, they die immediately, everybody's. And it was just in his chest. That looked like it's the top of his head, which would have been cooler. Oh, he's got her like in a bathroom, but she escapes by getting her hair ripped out, and she's gutsy. Well, once Baghead's like chasing her, she runs outside, and then she runs into like this car, and the car full of people like, yeah, sure, dude, we'll take you to emergency room and everything. And they also pick up two guys, that's why she's like sitting in the middle. But then she starts getting all paranoid, like, oh man, strangers, they could all be it. I mean, she was sort of right. Only the guy with the tattoo seems to be Baghead. I guess he, like, took off his bag and everything that quick and got outside the rain. Damn, dude, she tucks and rolls outside of a moving car, dude. She just had, like, emergency surgery, like, that night. Takes a knife and runs off. But they don't really look for her all too hard. Like, hey, where you going? All right, yo, fuck it. So, yeah, you're like, oh, they weren't the strangers after that. She survives the night in the woods and stitches herself up like she's Rambo. One of the strangers, they use boars, and she eventually killed the boars. Very Cujo, trapped in a car like scene. She goes back to the house. It's a crime scene. She runs into a cop. The cop's like, I'm internal affairs investigating this. There's something weird going on here. Here, get my truck and arrow to the head. Then those people who picked her up in the car, they bring her into her house. So she's all, oh, dude, Baghead. This weirdo is Baghead. The other three people ended up not being Baghead because he killed them all. Well, none of them end up being doll-faced. They all just got like their throat slit. An ambulance showed up, and that guy was like all dead on the porch. But she gets in the ambulance. She stabs Dollface in the head with like a pair of like medical scissors. It kills her. It flies her from the car when she slams on the brakes. Baghead comes up onto the scene, takes her mask off. It's the cute waitress that drove him up there. What? Then we find out why they say, is Tamara home? It's a game these kids play where they're like, oh, you get a kiss if you answer the door. Is Tamara home? And then you get a kiss. So then one girl does that and actually kills another girl with a rock. Then Baghead and her like sit and wait for the authorities to come, and I guess now they gotta look for a replacement for Pinup Girl. Maybe they use her. To be continued.